Hi guys. So today I'm going to talk about the if we should legalize drug or not. So before starting the conversation, we should look at the roots of the problem when it started. Because at one time, in early 19, in early 20th century, no drug were actually banned. So weed, opium was not banned from the public. And what happened? Well, most people think it started with like the government hiring scientists, group of people deciding, okay, I want you to, we give you a bunch of money. Now you have to do research. Which one is good? Which one is bad? Which one should we ban or not? Or restrain the quantity that a person should consume? None of it. Like if you go to history, how they started to criminalize and ban drug use, it wasn't based of science or research. It was basically by culture. Like it was basically by culture. For example, we it was mostly black African American who consume it, so they banned it. Then it was opium, which was more consumed by Chinese immigrant and so on and so on. So that's why if you see there's actually like rum, alcohol, they were not actually banned. Like they were not banned. Even like whiskey is actually proven it's more dangerous. You can overdose. You can die of overdose from whiskey and not from weed. But whiskey was not banned because mostly white people drank it. If it was whiskey was drank by black people and not white, then would have also be banned. So and also when Richard Nixon started the drug war, one of his administrator is, I think, is one of his advisor told after in the press that basically the drug war was basically the whole point was not just to protect the children and protect the people. No, it was just basically so that they can put in jail African American, which was lobbied by prison lobbyists, because in America, basically the lobby is based on is private. The prison are private in America, and the more people they put in jail, the more money they make. So to make more money, they made a huge campaign with a huge lobby and by the politician. So they will start banning a drug mostly used by Chinese immigrant, African American, Mexican, all those not second class, but non-white people which were in the minority in jail, so that they would make more money. So basically, that's how why he started the drug war. And in my opinion, I think we should legalize it because the foundation was for like when they started banning those drugs, it wasn't because of science or anything. It was really cultural and also making money. That's basically why the drug war began and the ban. And the drug war caused more harm than good. And for legalizing, and we have an example with alcohol during the 20s when alcohol was banned. You saw a rise of the mafia and spike of gang because the government cut off the market. So the only place the people could get alcohol was in the black market. And there's something like strange, I don't know why, but when something is illegal, yeah, there's more chance that people will do it. But once it's not illegal, less people does it. I don't know, maybe it's for fun, but that's why like most of the diagram research show. When something is illegal, there's more likely to do it, to consume it, but when it's legal, it's less likely. I don't know why it just happened like that. So, so when alcohol was banned, there was a huge spike in the mafia. All the mafia control all the market, all the alcohol, and so on the only people place where they would get bought the alcohol was to the mafia. They make more money and they have more power on the street and the underground goes up. And you see, once the government decided, okay, not to ban it but to restrict it and regulate it, all those mafia drug dealers they went out of business. Because even it was more expensive than in the black market, people prefer buying stuff legally so that they will not have any chance to be in trouble with the law, because no one wants to be arrested for anything. So even it's expensive, they rather buy it from the government, which is legal, if they have no chance of going to jail, going to buy in the black market, where if you don't like the deal, most likely they're going to shoot you, or if you don't pay your debt, they're going to shoot you, not the government. So for this dynamic, I see basically if you legalize all drugs, then all the drug cocktails that are Trump, they say, oh, the Mexican bringing all those drugs. But if you legalize it and regulate it, then all those drug company, all those drug cocktails gang just went out of business, because there will be no point of buying to them if the government provide them. It will be less violence because they will have less power. And also, but not just if you want to legalize it, you will put like infrastructure to help those people who are addictive, and um, help them uh, help them fight back against the addiction. And one example is Portuguese. They actually decriminalized all drug, and they saw a low spike of drug use. So yeah, for basically my point is, if you legalize all drug, people will not go to the black market, to the to gang leaders. They will buy it from the government because it's legal, and they have no less chance of getting shot. Basically, no chance of getting shot if they don't like the deal. And it's also making sure that the content is actually the real thing. Because in the black market, it's not always like weed. For example, if you want to buy weed in the black market, it's not always 100% weed. They might mix something else so that they can feel more or dilute it. So that's my point. Tell me down in the comment, you guys, what you think about it. And see you next time.